I'm Vice Chancellor Professor Charles Yu. I'm one of the co-conveners for the 2023 Philippine Innovation Forum that is happening now. And I'm very happy with the attendance. So we have a mix of scientists and students, and we have an ongoing exhibit. We have a hybrid. You are invited to join the online, which is about to start in a few minutes. So go to the BCYF Facebook and actually just click on the live connection. This is a historic event because it's the first time after the pandemic closed and most of the conference went to online that we are conducting this face-to-face event where the theme is really ideas on moving forward after the pandemic. So we're very happy that the Benita and Catalino Yap Foundation has partnered with the PCP Foundation and the PCP organization, the De La Salle Medical and Health Sciences Institute, DOST, to launch this very important event. So we welcome you to join us today. Thank you.
The name is Leon Shane Pinaga, and at the moment I'm attending the School of St. Anthony College of Technology at the moment, but I do hope to move on to something different, like a medical school, like this conference at the moment. I do hope to learn a lot from this conference, but most of all, I'm interested in their technologies. I've seen the robotics, and I do hope to just learn a lot. That's the main point of me coming into this conference. So, thank you.
Hello po, I'm Jo Christian Maricanlas, and I'm a senior high school student. My future course is nursing po. So as a nursing student po, I think my expectation in this conference po is marami po kami matututunan about my future course po, like sa sa isang program po, meron pong about sa tuberculosis po. And then meron pa pong iba pong mga booths na makakatulong po sa amin sa course ko po. Yun lang po.
So in the interest of managing time, we would like now to request everyone to again settle down, and we will start the program formally. So can we now start the program with an opening prayer?
Let me be the change I want to see, to do with strength and wisdom all that needs to be done, and become the hope that I can be. Set me free from my fears and hesitation. Grant me courage and humility. Fill me with spirit to face the challenge and start the change I want to see. Today I start the change I want to see. Even if I'm not the light, I can be the spark in faith, service, and communion. Let us start the change we want to see, the change that begins in me. Today I start the change I want to see, even if I'm not the light, I can be the spark in faith, service, and communion. Let us start the change we want to see, the change that begins in me. With Jesus in our heart. magiliw, pelas ng silangan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lumang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiliw, sa manlulupig, di ka masisi. Sa lahat ng mundong sasimoy, sa langit mamahal, may nilagang tulad, awit sa panlayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdininig, ang bituin at araw niyang kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw na luwal, ating pagsinta mo ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya lamang may mamati, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Hello. Hello, good morning. So please take your seats. Hi, good morning, Noel. Good morning, everyone. We'd like to just introduce ourselves. I'm Dr. Sandra Torres. I'm with the PCP Foundation. I'm Executive Director. And we're both rheumatologists. So we know each other very well, and it makes me feel so much at home. Noel, would you like to introduce yourself?
Noel Perez, sorry. Noel Perez, I'm also a rheumatologist, but I am aligned with DLS HSI. So I'm basically
This is home.
Do-
Sabihin mo.
Dr. Charles's workhorse.
Okay, so we're both very happy to be here with you. It's going to be an exciting day. Actually, it's one of those firsts, yung mga pag-una, di ba? Naaalala mo yung una. Everything that happened to you for the first time will always be memorable. And so we'd like to, of course, acknowledge many people here. Noel, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sino-sino ba tayo dito and online?
Yeah. Well, actually, okay. So actually, we have a lot of people who have wanted to join us, no? So meron po tayong online attendees as well as on-site attendees. So let me first start with the online attendees. We have people joining us from various institutions such as St. Anthony College of Technology from Mabalacat, Pampanga. We also have
Colegio de San Juan de Letran from Calamba, Laguna. The National University in Laguna.
yes, and then we also have people from the DLS HSI College of Medicine, Xavier University from Cagayan de Oro City, Adventist, sorry po, ang pangit ng handwriting
Hindi
ko,
ko nakabasa.
Adventist University from Silang, Cavite, Mariano Marcos State University from Ilocos Norte, and Ateneo Center for Research Innovation, Manila.
Yeah. Okay, so we also have some members from PCP. PCP is Philippine College of Physicians. They'll also be coming over. So you want to start off na, Noel, para? Or do we acknowledge first our guests?
Yes,
Or-
yes, ma'am.
Sige, go
I
ahead.
think
Oo.
we're supposed to stretch a little bit.
Stre-
So just looking at the people inside the room, I think Dr. Celso Pagatpatan, the Dean of the Graduate Studies, is here. Dr. Madeline Sosa, I think I saw her, no? Tama ba ako? Dean Made, there, sorry. Nakamask kasi eh. Yes, and the president of the APMC. Who else? From the research services of De La Salle, we have si Ma'am Alice. Where's Ma'am Alice? I saw her also. There. Yeah, so Dean of Students, no, from the academics. Si Dr. Vicky Dalay, one of our directors here in the research division. I saw Dr. Dr. Gregorio, one of the associate directors. Who else? Of course, Dr. Yu.
He will be properly introduced naman. The brains behind this forum.
And si Ma'am, Dr. Alvero po is also here.
Noni.
And Dr. Daisy Alberto is also another, nakatalikod kasi, sorry po. Okay. So the better half of Dr. Alvero, Dr. Noni, also from Pharmalytics, sorry.
Mas
So PCP
terito-
naman, ma'am.
Oo, no.
Territory mo naman.
Sasabihin ko nga sana, this is home for you, but at least for my colleagues in Philippine College of Physicians, I have Dr. Kenneth Hartigan-Go. I will properly introduce him when he lectures in a while. And of course, our colleague here. This is our outstanding, naku, wala na akong masabi sa'yo. I don't know what other superlatives I should say. Of course, Dr. Charles Yu, of your own, your very own De La Salle. I have my colleague, our colleague from Rheumatology, Orthopedic, POA, Philippine Orthopedic Association, Dr. Edward Wang. Yeah. And then, Tony, may I introduce you? I'll just have to call you up. Ano ka ba talaga? Or Dr. Antonio Yap of Benita and Catalino Yap Foundation. We'll be introducing the rest of our
Yes.
guests.
But also, if you're going to look at the back of the auditorium, we have several booths that you may want to visit within the whole day, within the day. So they're very, very interesting, interactive booths po ito.
Okay, so what do we have planned for you today? So this morning, I'm sure you might say, bakit lectures? It'll set the mood and give you the right mindset as we go through the day, especially we're all going to be talking about innovation in healthcare. And then in the afternoon, we hope you can join us in breakout groups. I-discuss natin, kasi one thing is just receiving the information. Then the more important thing is what do you take out from it?
And acting upon that
And
information.
acting upon it. Kasi it's nice, you receive something, o sige, in-analyze ko na, maganda siya. And then, lagi yan, so what? What can we do? How can you be game changers in your own field? Bata pa lang, dapat ganun talagang pag-iisip natin. Alright? So, we're just going to ask, okay, again, welcome. Hi, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
So just right on time.
Oo nga. You'd like to
Yes.
Sige, introduce mo na
So
lang.
to formally welcome everyone, both online participants as well as those on-site, to give us the welcome remarks. Although, kauupo lang ng aming
Oo nga eh.
president.
Papahingahin muna natin. Let's give him some time to just settle down mamaya. Yeah.
So our president and chancellor of the De La Salle Medical and Health Science Institute, Dr. Antonio E. Ramos. Sir. Welcome remarks
Welcome
po.
remarks. Pwede na ba?
You want to take to the podium, sir, para mas kita po kayo?
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to thank the organizers of the Innovation Forum. I'd like to greet my friends first. From a long time, sila Ewang and Kenneth Go. I remember, kasabay kami sa pre-med, kasama ko sa ROTC to si Kenneth. Of course, we'd like to greet our guests, Secretary Renato Solidum Jr., Secretary of the DOST, Professor Nilo, we met before. We've always believed that one of the things that we have to do here is to achieve sustainable growth. And aside from having the correct fundamentals, one of the things that we need also is innovation. And that is why this is a very welcome activity. We realize that we are in a more than ever, we are in a changing situation as far as education, medical health services is concerned, and even the way we do administration and finance. And only by utilizing technology can we keep up. Otherwise, we cannot have our goal of sustainable growth. We've always believed, even on day one, that on a per square meter basis, research will generate more revenue on a per square meter basis compared with academics and even the hospital. That is why we have always thrown our support behind the activities done by our research service, of course, due to the indefatigable Dr. Choliu, wala ho siyang tigil. And because of him and his initiative, we're going to put up another research facility at the annex property. It was supposed to be primarily for TB, but I doubt if Choli will stop at tuberculosis. We have a lot of human resource, and we are developing new scientists, and we are preparing for our retirement, actually. So when we go, people will be leading the institute. While we are focusing a lot on our fundamentals, we have spent the last 2 weeks really building up the processes, business processes, budgeting, finance, and even the administrative procedures. We are always mindful of the fact that we have to do things in a different way. Even education, we were told during the installation or Brother Dodo Fernandez as the president of De La Salle Lipa last Friday, that the Philippines ranked second to the lowest in terms of math, English, and reading. And I think that is one thing that we should also focus on. What is the best pedagogy as far as we're concerned? How can we best utilize technology in terms of education? What is the best ratio between face-to-face and online teaching? What is the capacity of our students now based on their new, this new generation? Because otherwise, the country will be left behind. So many things to be done, and I think activities like this would help us address the issue. Again, I'd like to greet everyone a happy Monday morning. I'd like to thank our guests for spending time with us, and I wish you all the success during this activity. Thank you very much.
Marami pong salamat, Dr. Ramos.
Okay. Now we're going to ask Mr. Antonio Yap to, he's the founder, as I said, of BCYF, for his remarks of circumstance and, of course, introduce our keynote speaker. Tony? Ngayon lang ako nakadinig ng remarks of circumstance. Kung anong ibig sabihin nun.
Ako rin, hindi ko alam kung ano yan.
Si Brother Gus.
Okay. So thank you very much, Lexi, Doctor. We are here today because of a conversation that I've been having with the PCP Foundation. That's why Lexi, the Executive Director, is a very important person here. If she and I did not have a good conversation, we will not be here today. And when I met Choli, I realized we have a spark plug that will make sure that this happens. Diba? That's why I claim him as my relative. So first, let me thank Dr. Ramos, my tokayo. I'm also Antonio for
During my remarks.
Okay lang. For welcoming us this morning. Next year, nag-uusap kami ni Choli, baka may 1 or 2 or more thousand that will come, and we will need the Animo Center. Diba? Because in reality, ang daming gusto mag-attend. Kaya lang, madaling mapuno itong lugar na ito. Diba? So, we have schools that are in engineering who want to attend this meeting and enter into a dialogue with the medical schools. We have schools that are specializing in IT, robotics, AI, who want to have a conversation with those in the medical profession. And they're in our network of 80 universities and colleges. And we've been talking to them about this. But the missing ingredient was Lexi and Choli. So now I know it can be done. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Benita and Catalina Foundation, I would like to welcome everybody to today's Philippine Innovation Forum. Let me give you a little background para naman yung circumstance ma-justify ko. Okay. So here is the background of this thing. About 2010, 2011, I started talking to people about the need for an innovation week. Sabi ko, let us create a business and social innovation council. First time I mentioned that was 2007. And it took me 4 or 5 years to convince enough people that the conversation on innovation cannot be left only to, in quotation marks, innovation experts. And certainly, it should not be left to the government because it is the private sector that should take the lead. Any professionals like doctors, educators, I'm an accountant, I don't know what I'm doing in innovation, but even people like us have to worry about it. So when you go to our offices, well, I'm retired, but in the offices of SGV on Ayala, we have a new building there dedicated to AI. And I can tell you, I was telling Dr. Go, that for the last few years, when we do audits, we have robots checking source documents. We don't want to rely because we feel there's a problem in accounting education. So we have other projects there with the world's largest accounting firm, Deloitte. We're reviewing how to do accounting training. We are reviewing the work of PRC and so on. So our small foundation is involved in many, many things because innovation should be in everything that we do in our life. Whether to be an innovative parent, when you find a child that behaves in a way that cannot be disciplined as the books say, but rather you personalize it because every individual is unique, to the kind of research that we hope will flourish because of the things we discuss in fora like this. So it started that time. And in 2014, we decided, the Board of Trustees of BCYF, we decided that it was time to start the week. Along the way, we were invited by the President of the Philippines to accept a presidential proclamation. So there is a presidential proclamation recognizing our activity, which is now the Philippine Innovation Month. So we launched this in Malacanang, and the first Innovation Awards was also at the Heroes Hall in Malacanang, because the Office of the President, the Executive Secretary, wanted to tell everyone that what we were trying to do in innovation deserved the support of the national leadership. Today, we are happy to note that there is an innovation law, which is under NEDA, and that we get to participate in it. That's every April 21. But the big celebration is February, Innovation Month. And the centerpiece of the Innovation Month is the Philippine Innovation Forum. So this is the 6th Innovation Fora. I am happy the Secretary is here because for the last few years, because of him, we hold that conference at the FIBOX Auditorium. Secretary Boy said, Ton, instead of continuing to do it in places like Shangri-La and other places like that I sponsor, can we do it at FIBOX? I said, sure. That means I don't have to pay for it. Yes, sabi niya. Because I want to show people that DOST is really very much involved with what BCYF is doing. Even in our Innovation Award, Secretary Boy made sure he was present. And I know that during the FIBOX conference, that his management meeting was moved there, so the entire management of the OSC would be present at the Philippine Innovation Forum, which I used to tell him, wow, ang laki ng burden ngayon sa BCYF to produce a good, but he was really involved, and I'm so happy that Secretary Solidum gave us a chance to have a long conversation with him about this. The other thing that I want to say, which is significant, is that because of the work of Choli and Lexi and Jimmy Montoya of the Philippine Council for Health Research and Development, over the Christmas holidays, we were able to talk. And that talk was for me life-changing for this forum. Because beginning today, and we will confirm this in our board meeting on Tuesday, our innovation forum will be split into two. There will be an innovation forum just on health-related matters, led by the private sector, working with, well, I'm a LASALite, so obviously I want to do things that will support LaSalle, even when we retire to Kayo. Because I'm a little bit older. Diba? Kami ni Secretary are in our 70s. And, I'm sorry. But, okay, foot in mouth pala ako. Okay, ako, I'm in my 70s. But I'm so proud of LaSalle, more than anybody can imagine. Without LaSalle, there is no BCYF. I learned the value of being volunteer and helping people in LaSalle. And with a doctor for a wife, I learned that the doctors are this major untapped resource that we should bring into the conversation about innovation. So I'm really, really happy to say that we will split it into two. A national conversation with a follow-through program anchored on the private sector about innovation. We are lucky, the interest of all the APMC members to participate, plus the major research institutions that we are part of. We work with all the Ateneo schools, we work with LaSalle TAF and so on, University of San Carlos, Notre Dame University, Central Philippine University. We work with almost all, we work with UP Visayas, UP Baguio, and so on. Philippine Normal University, Centro Escolar, University of the East, FEU. I think the people with MOAs with us represent the brain trust of our country. And we will now tell them, Uy, dalawa na. Our partnership with the OST, we hope will continue, anchored on industry, energy, and so on. But now, on the same plane, if not much bigger, will be this Philippine Innovation Forum on Health. So, in welcoming you, I am actually here to thank the PCP Foundation, to thank the LaSalle University Health Sciences Institute, to thank the OST, Secretary, thank you very much because of the help of the Philippine Council for Health Research and Development. And we on purpose invited schools from the province because we believe that they are not only as good, but once in a while, maybe even better than those na mayabang na schools that traditionally talk about innovation as if it is not everybody's concern. All of us should be concerned about innovation. All Filipinos should make innovation part and parcel of their daily conversation. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you to our friends and good morning.
Thank you, Tony. Would you
Sir, can we just ask you to stay
here in the
in
center?
the middle of the
makita mo talaga.
foreground? And
Alam mo,
Dr.
panahon
Yu,
natin yung LaSalle eh. Ngayon, LaSalle yan, di ba? Tama, Choli?
Dr. Ramos.
As I promised, salamat. This is a painting I created.
Watercolor.
Until I get a bigger one. Thank you, Charlie.
Tony, thank you for that.